So, the election is less than a week away. And I've been following all the goings-on and whatnot, and to me it really boils down to one thing. What kind of country do you want? Yeah, we all know we've been racking up huge deficits the past few years, and they're gonna have to be paid back sometime. When the time of reckoning comes, and it will come soon, you've gotta ask yourself where you want to be. Because it will be a time when Harper will use paying back the deficit to justify his ideological agenda. The conservatives don't like special interest groups. And the one thing that Harper is really good at is picking off groups one by one. The old Roman tactic of divide and conquer. So, hopefully you don't belong to one of the following special interest groups, because he's coming for you. Are you a student? Well, personal accountability means paying your share. If so, you can expect a nice fat tuition increase. American style. Papa had better be ready to mortgage the house to pay your $60,000 tuition. Oh yeah, and when you graduate, I hope you enjoy your part-time monk job cleaning toilets at Tim Hortons, because those are the 11,000 jobs that got created in this so-called recovery from the recession. Are you a woman? If so, you've come far enough, baby. Forget pay equity. Forget the status of women Canada. Forget about control of your body. Time to take a nice step back to the 50s when women knew their place. Move over Planned Parenthood. Don't worry your pretty little head thinking and taking control of your life. Steve will do it for you. Are you a young person, librarian or a teacher? Then you'll love Canada's version of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act that Harper's gonna push through. Forget format shifting, forget fair use, forget study and parity. These are all trumped by digital locks. Time for big corporation to slap a digital lock on everything and you can just forget all your rights. Better watch that iPhone 4, Johnny, cause when the cops stop you in the street you'll be a criminal for sure. Are you French? Well, Alberta doesn't like you Frenchie, and they've been pandering to your special interest culture and language long enough. Expect more cuts to Radio-Canada, because, in a time of choices, Quebec culture is going to be one more special interest casualty. Are you an immigrant? Well, forget about using your education and competing with regular Canadians for jobs. Get back in your cab and take me to the airport. Are you retired? Well, personal accountability means paying for your drugs, doctor and hospital visits. We can't afford to keep you alive any longer. There are hard choices to be made, and Harper is clear about that. You're gonna have to sell everything you've got to buy your diabetes medicine and rip that cancer out of your wife's stomach. I hope your grandkids enjoy inheriting your debt. Are you unemployed or on the verge of losing your job? Well, personal accountability means standing on your own 2 feet, you deadbeat welfare case. Forget employment insurance. It's your fault you're out of a job. Now tell your hungry kids to stop whining and tell the banker to give you another month on your mortgage and get out there and find a job. Are you one of those people with sick kids that need hospitalization? Well, personal responsibility means paying for that. And, if you're rich you can pay. If you don't have the 50 grand for the appendicitis operation, well, it's survival of the fittest. Healthcare goes the way of dentistry, and you'd better hope your kids don't have crooked or rotting teeth. So, I could go on, but I think you get the point. It's no coincidence that progressive was dropped from conservative when the reform merged a few years back. There is always someone who we think is screwing us, who isn't paying their fair share, who is getting a free ride, and big C conservatives pander to that. But this knife cuts both ways. And you'd better hope that you're not one of the special interest groups. But in the end we all are. That's what makes us Canadian, we're all unique. The problem is, that is what makes it so easy to pick us off one by one. So, you've gotta ask yourself the question. And we all know how this one ended. Do you feel lucky? Punk. Well, do you? Punk.